What's up, YouTube? This is Vicente Gonzalez back with another Stardom Sit-em. Hopefully this week's predictions go way better than last week's. I sucked last week. But as is with football, any given Sunday, anything can happen. But anyways, this is week 4. Let's get into it. At quarterback, I say start Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, Andy Dalton, Ryan Tannehill, and Case Keenum. And sit Marcus Mariota, Josh Allen, Blake Bortles, Baker Mayfield, and Jared Goff. Now, Matt Ryan had a really great game last week, so I think he's just going to continue. He has Calvin Ridley, he has Julio, he just has too many weapons. The only thing that's going to stop him is himself. Also, I say start Case Keenum because I think that's going to be kind of a high-scoring game. I feel like Kansas City's going to bust out really early, and then Case Keenum's going to do what he does and just throw it out until they catch up. It's just going to be a high-scoring game, so I like Case Keenum. And then I say sit Marcus Mariota, so Blaine Gabbert got hurt and is out, I think. So that leaves Marcus Mariota in. Now, he's playing not at 100% and going against Philadelphia, who isn't the friendliest defense. So I just think that's going to be a bad matchup for him. Also, I'm going to say hold on the Baker Mayfield because, he came in and just shocked everyone with how good he was. But, I think they're going to plan ahead this time. They're going to draw up a lot of blitzes and make him uncomfortable. So I feel like Baker Mayfield, I would maybe wait a week, see how he reacts. And then Jared Goff, I think Jared Goff is going to struggle a little bit against Minnesota now. Minnesota's a pretty good defense, and Jared Goff, he's going to do his thing, but I just think this might not be the safest week for him. So I don't like Jared Goff this week. Running back, I say start Carlos Hyde, Marshawn Lynch, Kerryon Johnson, Chris Carson, and Jordan Howard, and sit Derrick Henry. The Green Bay Packer running backs, Matt Breida, Kenyon Drake, and Isaiah Correll. Now, whenever Baker stepped in the field, Carlos Hyde just woke up. So it's amazing what a quarterback can do for your team. So I think with Baker there and his throwing ability, it's going to open up a lot of doors and openings in the line for Carlos Hyde. So I think he's a good pick. And Marshawn, they've been giving Marshawn a lot of carries. Well, so he's been getting a lot of good looks, is what I'm saying. He's an obvious goal line rusher, and he's going to get points, I believe. Especially this week, because I think this week Oakland can actually kind of keep up, and they'll use him a little more. And I say sit Derrick Henry. Really, both Derrick Henry and Dion Lewis have kind of sucked. That offense is just non-existent right now. So I don't like Derrick Henry this week. And the Green Bay Packer running backs, what happened, it's a three-headed monster there with Aaron Jones, Ty Montgomery, and the other one, Jamal Williams. So that it's just not safe for anyone. Aaron Jones did do the best though, so I think he's going to be the guy to look for. But right now, I wouldn't start any of them until a clear guy emerges. At wide receiver, I say start Jarvis Landry, Adam Thielen, Tyler Boyd, Robert Woods, and John Brown. Sit Allen Robinson. San Francisco wide receivers, Larry Fitzgerald, Quincy Enunwa, and I put Larry twice. That's funny. We'll ignore that bottom Larry there. So Jarvis Landry. When Baker Mayfield got out, Jarvis got really consistent. He was hitting Jarvis a lot, and even Jarvis said this week that Baker just has a lot of zip on the ball, and he throws really well. So I really like Jarvis now, especially with Baker in there. I think he's going to get a lot more looks than he did with Tyrod. Also, I like Tyler Boyd. AJ Green's questionable now. I don't know if he's going to play, but Tyler Boyd has definitely emerged as a really efficient wide receiver too, and I like that. And then Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is definitely the most targeted wide receiver on the Chicago Bears team, but Mitch just doesn't like to throw it deep very much. It's a lot of dink and dunks, and I think he only completed 3 passes to him last week. So until their chemistry really hits and they start trusting each other going downfield, I don't like Allen Robinson this week, especially against Tampa Bay, who has a mean pass rush defense. And then Quincy Enunwa. Now, Sam Darnold has totally lost my trust at this point. He had a good week 1, but he's still a rookie, and I get that, and it's going to take a while for him to adjust. But he's not going to adjust against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I don't like Quincy Enunwa this week. Oh, one thing I want to mention real quick. Larry's a toss-up for me. One, he's hurt a little bit, but I think he's going to play. But the thing is Sam Bradford's not the starter anymore. They said Josh Rosen's going to be the starter. Josh Rosen had kind of an unimpressive ending to the game last week, but I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if him and Larry are going to connect really well. I don't know if him and David Johnson are going to connect very well. I want to see before I trust Larry again. Tight end, I say start Kyle Rudolph, Jared Cook, Ben Watson, Vance McDonald, and David Njoku, and sit Ricky Seals-Jones, Eric Ebron, Cameron Brate, Trey Burton, and Will Dissly. Kyle Rudolph, I think he's going to have a really good game against the Rams because the Rams have lost their 2 starting corners, right? But they still have that really nice pass rush with Ndamukong Suh and Aaron Donald. So what's going to happen? Kirk Cousins is going to have to dump it off a lot. So I feel like Kyle Rudolph is going to be a really nice little safety net for him. Also, I like Vance McDonald, so it's not just because of that play he had this last game. I liked him because he has a lot more, I think, targets than Jesse James, and I think he has more potential. So I feel like this week might be the solidifying of that. Also, I say sit Ricky Seals-Jones because, again, I don't know how well Josh Rosen's going to do. And Cameron Brate, I think Cameron Brate, that's one of the ones I didn't like because I said sit him last week too, and then he had a nice touchdown. I don't like him because I think that touchdown was a fluke. O.J. Howard's definitely the guy to have. And Cameron, I mean, he's going to get his looks every once in a while, but not as near as consistently, I think, as O.J. will. And Disley came down to earth last week. That's why I have him at 5 because he didn't have the best game last week. I think he had like 1 catch, but he's still the number 1 guy there, and Russell's going to hit him. So maybe not this week. I think Arizona's an okay defense, but I wouldn't start him this week. Defense, I say start Philadelphia Eagles, Jacksonville Jaguars, LA Rams, Oakland Raiders, and Detroit Lions, and sit the Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, Atlanta Falcons, and the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Eagles is going to be a great start because they have no offense there. Marcus Mariota was already mistake prone before he got hurt, so I think Philadelphia's going to take advantage of that. And the Oakland Raiders, I think they're going to pick on Baker now. I don't know, that might be an okay matchup. It depends on how Baker does, obviously. But I project that Baker is going to struggle a little bit in his true first game debut. I say sit the Denver Broncos because they're going against Patrick Mahomes and that amazing offense. And the New England Patriots. Now, Miami's a really good offense, it turns out. Ryan Tannehill throws at least 2 touchdowns a game, and he's got some legs on him so he can move it with his feet. And I don't think New England can hang right now. I think they're kind of a lost team. They need something, but they're not going to get in against Miami. And the Minnesota Vikings, because the LA Rams are the hottest offense in the NFL. I think the Rams are like the most Super Bowl ready team in the NFL right now. So the Minnesota Vikings, I don't think, are a very good start. So anyways, those are my predictions this week. Hopefully they're a lot better than last week's. Please like and subscribe if you like what you saw. And as always, have a good week.